Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm pleased today to speak in favor of H.R. 4723, the Protecting Taxpayers by Recovering Improper Obamacare Subsidy Overpayments Act. This is a simple bill. It's about good governance and our duty to protect the tax dollars of hardworking Americans. Let's review current law. As we all know, the Obamacare tax credit subsidies are based in part on income. When taxpayer dollars go out the door to insurance companies to purchase an Obamacare plan, the size of the tax credit is based in part on a guess as to how much an individual's income will be during the coverage year. But that's all it is a guess. Sometimes the guess is too low. The individual actually should have gotten a bigger tax credit to purchase an Obamacare plan. So when that individual, months later, files their taxes for the coverage year, the federal government has to make that taxpayer whole. That is, the federal government has to make sure the individual has received the full subsidy to which they're entitled. But sometimes that guess of future income is too high, and it turns out more taxpayer dollars were sent to an insurance company for an individual to purchase an Obamacare plan than what should have been sent. Yet here's the rub. With Obamacare, under the current law, some taxpayers must repay this improper overpayment, but others don't. They can simply pocket the difference. And that's not fair. That's not good government. And it's not consistent with how we recover improper overpayments in other areas of the tax code. And it's a failure of our role to be good stewards of the taxpayer dollars. Fortunately, there is recognition on both sides of the aisle that the original limitations on repayment of improper Obamacare subsidy overpayment should be changed. And that's what we've done in law twice already. In fact, each and every colleague of mine on the other side of the aisle has voted, in the words of former HHS Secretary Kathleen Sebelius, to make the Obamacare subsidy repayment fairer. I also want to point out that the recovery of improper payments is not a tax hike, and this letter from the Americans for Tax Reform indicates just that. I hope we can continue that sense of bipartisan cooperation today, and I'll ask you all to join me in advancing policies of good governance by supporting this bill, the Protecting Taxpayers by Recovering Improper Obamacare Subsidy Overpayment Act. Mr. Chairman, I would yield back.